notice anything different? I'll give you a hint. It's the schmedium shirt. I wore this on purpose today for this dish. This muscle-bound, muscle-sculpting shirt goes along with this dish. The dish involves beef and lettuce. And now the muscle boys out there are thinking, well, wait a minute. Beef, lettuce, no carbs, bites for the guys, buns for the Huns. Oh, protein style! Kind of. We're making beef lettuce wraps today, baby. Let's get the mise en place. Everything is prepped. Carrots, onions, garlic, ginger, me, you. Let's party. Now we gotta make the sauces, okay? We got this little baddie. And that mixture for the ingredients are gonna be a bink right here. Hopefully my editor throws that in, huh? Then you gotta make the sauce. That's gonna be the dipping sauce. The little topping sauce, okay? And the ingredients are gonna be right here. And all you gotta do is mix them together, guys. We're gonna start frying the shallots. I'm gonna throw in about 1/3 of a cup of oil. I like to throw in the shallots when the oil is not super hot because it helps it cook more evenly. I'm gonna throw that in. We're gonna be cooking on a medium heat. Give them a little elbow room. Now let that cook until they start getting a little bit of that light brown, that light golden brown color. Then you're gonna wanna separate them, scoop them out, and put them on a paper towel. Let them dry out on a beach towel. Let them crispen up. Let's cook the carrots. Medium heat, already chopped. You chopped up your carrots. Let's throw them in. Want to hear a light sizzle? Stir that around. Oh, what's that? We got a question from our lost audience. What's the question?
Why don't you throw in the onion with the carrots at the same time?
We throw in the carrots first because the carrots are a bit more dense and they take a little bit longer to cook. The other thing is that you want the onions to be a little sharp in the dish, just so everything doesn't all taste the same and it's all rich. So it has that sharpness. And it, it cuts through the richness. I gotta be closer to the mic. Well, but what I'm looking for is I want the carrots to soften up a little bit, but still have a little bit of bite. Because when you throw in the onion, that's when they'll finish cooking. But you really do want, at the end of this, the carrots to be soft. Carrots just about done cooking. I'm gonna throw in the onions and the garlic. I'm gonna drop in the pan. I'm gonna throw in the garlic and ginger. Boom. So we're not gonna cook for that long, guys. Maybe 2 minutes. I friggin' love the smell of onion. It's up there with Yankee Candle. I forget this one. It's like Mountain Avalanche or something. I don't know. It smells the passion fruit something. I love that one. And a crisp smell of a fresh cracked Mountain Dew. Give me that dew, baby. Everything is done cooking. We're gonna scoop this into a bowl that I don't have. Hold on. Scoop all your bits into a bowl. Turn off the heat. You got your ground beef. We're gonna throw it in the pan, all right? But the pan needs to be really hot. It needs to be high. We throw the beef in super hot so it gets browned. We get that flavor that people say the Maillard reaction when you get that browning effect in meat. Browning equal flavor. We don't gotta throw in these sciencey, Bill Nye the Science Guy type of words, okay? So you wanna spread the beef out so it gets all the most amount of beef is getting browned. You know, if you clump it all together, only one part of it's gonna get browned. So we spread it out so it cooks a little bit more evenly and it gets more of that brown bits, that flavor. We're not just throwing it in the pan and let it steam and make gross, dry ground beef. We're making brown, delicious, peppery, delicious beef for this dish. Which, I just remember, I got a pepper. Pepper yo beef, baby. I'm a freaking cheerleader for pepper and beef, okay? They're meant to be. See, what's cool about this dish is that we first fried the shallots in the oil, right? And we're gonna use that for the topping later on. But the cool part about it is that that shallot gives the oil flavor that now the veggies got cooked in and now the beef got cooked in. It's just amplifying the flavors. It's utilizing the most of your product. Don't just cook the shallots and then toss the oil like a freaking stinky diaper in the trash. Use it. This beef is almost done. I'm gonna toss in the veggies now. Oh, what's that? We got another question from the lost audience.
Why don't you cook the veggies and beef all at once?
Because they cook at different times. You're gonna throw in carrots in with the beef. The beef's gonna be done in 2 minutes and the carrots have another 5 minutes. And then you have that weird texture, uncooked carrot texture that always happens in your mom's freaking chicken pot pie recipe. You gotta cook things at different times. You gotta space it out. Also, the beef, there'd be too much in the pan for the beef. It wouldn't brown. And the browning is what's gonna give it that flavor. You're gonna add in the sauce. You could add the sauce with the veggies, but I mean, just throw it in. Just throw it in whenever you like. And with this sauce, you're gonna want to cook down. You're gonna want these sugars to caramelize. The keto boys are like, wait a minute. Sugar? I thought this was a protein style keto dish. SIKE! I don't make keto on Lastaste. We make things Deleeesh O, not keto. So we're gonna want this to cook down a bit. We're gonna turn down the heat, it's a little hot. Keep it on a little medium low. We want to see the beef and the veggies getting the gloss that comes from the sugars and the cornstarch thickening up. So give it a couple minutes to cook down, and no rush. What are we gonna do next? You are gonna make the shallot cashew mix, and you can either chop it up with your knife, or you can just throw it in a little blender and mince it real quick. That's the size you want. How about yay? You want the crunch from the cashew for the texture in the lettuce wraps, because you're gonna have this soft, delicious, silky meat on this nice light lettuce wrap, but you need something to give it crunch. So the shallot cashew mix is gonna do that. So get about a bag. Let me find myself. Oh, look at this, I found one. Get a bag about this much. I think there's per capita about 12 nuts in this bag. So use about this much amount of cashews and 1 shallot and mix them together in a blender. Okay, gas went out on the stove, but it went out at literally the perfect time. Get in on this cheese, dude. Man, this is what you want. There's that glossiness. The sugars have caramelized. The cornstarch has binded the sauce together. We got the beef mixture, the veggie and beef mixture with the sauce is done. Now we're gonna scoop this onto these really pretty little butter lettuce arrangement. Let's put in on that dipping sauce. Ooh. Sauce it up. Put a little crunchy nut and some green onion. We made it. The non-keto Mongolian Beef Lettuce Wraps. Lastaste! An absolute rip from I won't say the exact famous Chinese restaurant, but I'll rhyme with it. BF Wang's dipping sauce. No need to reinvent the saucy wheel, okay?